there's this thing out here. It seems to be another rumor, just like all other years, saying that this Call of Duty may be called Call of Duty World War II. And there's just this constant thing about World War II, World War II, World War II. Like they're really going to make a Call of Duty World War II game. Do
And if they
you?
don't,
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, they haven't like for 3 or 4 years now that people have been rumoring that they were going to make a World War II title. They haven't made any for years. So what makes this year different? Why is this now a thing that everybody is?
Because Battlefield 1 came out. That's why.
Yeah, but what gives? I don't know. Like why? To me, this whole the rumor thing, like I guess it's almost like they're reaching for it to be true, and hoping that
well,
one of
like
these
they're
years it
waiting
catches on fire.
to seek some attention.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking. Now, what if there is a Call of Duty World War II title? Um, I really don't know what they would do now, especially if they're not going to listen to the players or listen to other people online, especially like me, that gave them many tips and ideas of what they could do. Um,
But this is the issue for me, man. Like, yeah, okay, let's say they create the game. Okay, who the fuck cares? Unless they listen to us, you know. Like, uh, they can create a game, but are they gonna listen to the players? Make it a game that the players wanna play. Are they gonna have 64 players? Are they gonna have dedicated servers? BF1 has all of this. How are they gonna even go against Battlefield 1 when it comes to large maps, destruction, the Battle Frost engine? How are they even gonna compare themselves to this? Do you think it's possible?
They're not. They're not because they're not
They're gonna
Battlefield.
focus on zombies.
They're
Fuck that shit.
no man.
no,
Man,
no, no, no. They
they. I
they
don't think they'll ever try compare to Battlefield, and they can't because it's just a huge pace, you know. So Dice had to go through Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 in order to release Battlefield 1. You can't skip those. So Activision would have to do the same, and I doubt because
Activision
Activision
played 50 games. They didn't. They
Act,
didn't. You know.
Activision is Activision. It's the same with comparing like FIFA and Pro Evolution games. You don't see big, enormous changes from FIFA 14 to FIFA 15, for example. You know, so it would take them a lot of time in order to be, at the same level with Battlefield. But still, they're not gonna be. I think that if they just bring the classics back, like Boots on Ground and probably some World War II,
The perks,
uh,
dogs onto the.
yeah, yeah, it's very simple, man. It's very simple. It is what it is. I keep telling people that compare Battlefield to Call of Duty that this is not the thing. They can't do this. They can't. That's something much different.
you can't compare it directly. You can compare certain aspects, but you can't compare it directly as the entire game. But what
It
I
is
do,
simple.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Call of Duty is more simplistic.
Yeah, you
it's an
don't see any
arcade title.
13, 14-year-old players play Battlefield. I don't
Yes,
see.
you do, especially this year in Battlefield One, mostly. You do, but it's still to me. I think Battlefield One is more of a universal game. I think everybody across all spectrums can play it. Now, I think the same thing will probably be said about Call of Duty, but more young people play Call of Duty than older people. When you talk about the new Call of Duties, I mean. Because if you go back to
Yeah,
World at War, all of us play World at War from the young to the old. We still playing World at War. If we got
but see,
50 and 60-year-olds playing World at War right now, as well as 15-year-olds to 20.
I can put my little brother Emir on Call of Duty, on the newest Call of Duty, and give him a submachine gun with a good fire rate and accuracy. He will get decent kills. He can't do that with Battlefield 1. He'll get fucked up.
That's possible. That's possible.
That's not possible. It's the truth. You can't miss.
I mean, the Call of Duties have kind of changed over the years, though. Uh,
Yeah, you
there's
say with jetpacks.
there's a few differences to Call of Duty, so I couldn't just say, uh, "All right, Coco. Hopefully you handle that."
Well, you might not say, but the biggest people playing this game, biggest YouTubers, there are two biggest is Call of Duty versus Battlefield always. What are we gonna talk about this? They're not gonna say like they're not comparing other games. It's always Battlefield 1 versus Call of Duty. That's what people look at.
Well, I think it's because these are the two most popular and most playable shooters that exist. That's what I believe. You really can't name too many other shooters. I mean, you can name Counter Strike, CS:GO. I mean, Global Offensive, whatever. You can name that, but it's not necessarily in either. Like, they're not even. None of these are comparable directly, but Counter Strike definitely isn't comparable in that way. If Counter Strike is going to be closer to anything, it may be closer to what a Call of Duty is, but not exactly. Just the fast twitch movement.
But
Can't
bro,
even stretch his goal, man.
What happened?
I hope I hope they make 22. No, but uh, like people, I think you can't blame the people for being so offensive against Activision because all of the games after which one was it? Modern Warfare 1 has been just like people got sick of it, tired of it. It's boring. It's a rewash of shitty maps, and it's a remaster with yes, unfortunately graphics too. People want good graphics with good gameplay. Can Activision bring it this time? And for now, it's just rumors. It's not even motherfucking true. It might be Black Ops 4, goddammit.
Oh, it ain't gonna be Black Ops 4. Not after Black Ops 3 just came out. This
So
is
it's just to make an example. We don't know shit.
whose turn is
What
it
are we gonna
anyway?
do?
Let me think.
What are we gonna do if it's not Call of Duty World War II? We're
Okay,
gonna say,
It's
oh,
gonna be
Infinite.
Sledgehammer this
Okay,
year.
Sledgehammer, Sledgehammer.
So
All right.
yeah, it would have to be either Modern Warfare 4,
It could be.
or
Let me see. Okay, they did. They helped with Ghosts. I think they helped with Ghosts. No, they didn't. I can't remember. They helped with Modern Warfare 3. That's what it was. They did. What's that? Advanced Warfare. I don't
which part?
know. Yeah, yeah. And they can't really return to that right now. So they could either do a Vietnam title or they can do a World War II title, even though that's usually been Treyarch's lane right there. But I mean, it
Yeah,
was it was Infinity Ward, and then Treyarch had the last World War II title because Infinity Ward went on to make modern shooters. But I don't necessarily I don't know.
Black Ops 1 was Vietnam, right?
It was the Cold War. So I mean, it
Yeah, Viet.
had bits of Vietnam in it, but not full on like people. I think some people wanted. But for this
maybe.
year, I don't know about it. I don't know. I can't see. Even if they pull off a World War II title, what would it be? What would it look like? I just hope it is no
Yes,
more
that's
brown
the
and
question.
yellow.
That's the question. Is it destruction? You know,
I don't think it's
you're gonna keep
destruction.
doing AVP 360.
This is the thing. Like Call of Duty has never been. We can't start adding elements that are in other games into Call of Duty because that's never what Call of Duty has been. Do I think it needs a bigger change than what it is? Yeah, but
Do you think the graphic engine?
well, of course. But I mean, the thing with Call of Duty is it's never been a game that has, and maybe that's what it needs. Maybe it needs to be a game that expands beyond just being that simple Call of Duty arcade shooter. I'm not saying it should go in the way of simulation. Never that. Not with Call of Duty. I don't believe in that. I just think they should expand on what they have. The only thing they seem to expand on is perks and score streaks or whatever. They have expanded with the futuristic titles, I guess, as far as what roles you play, what classes you have, or what many mech suits you can jump into, or whatever that stuff is over there. I had to have
Stupid.
one of those games. Y'all know more about those than me. And
Man, I think the only way, unfortunately, for Activision to come back is to come back very hard, man. That just to blow everyone away and say, we're not done. We're listening to the players. We're gonna give you this 64 dedicated, just crazy shit, man. Not even crazy shit, but to be back on its tracks. They still have a large amount of fans, even me.
well, they would
I've
have
got
to. Well,
yeah,
when you're talking about the 64 players and all that stuff, they would have to come real heavy on the PC side. Something I doubt they're gonna ever do. Again, in my opinion, they can
they can
surprise me,
competition.
but yeah, but PC they don't consider PC like that. They never look at PC like everybody else looks at PC.
And I
Not
never
like other
understand why.
companies. I don't know because if they think just because they have less sales on the PC than the consoles, but they still want that PC money for some reason, I just don't understand it. It really kills me because they're not making enough money off of PC these years with these Call of Duties. Like the last two or three Call of Duties, they've been making less and less with PC. I know people can say they've been making less and less with console, but they've been making way less with PC. Even with even with PC not being the popular place for Call of Duty is like consoles are, PC was still pretty huge in Call of Duty until they just started, changing and neglecting the PC community and started giving them
It's because they
everything
changed. Because they changed people, man.
and they only give them what console has instead of giving them what PC needs. And that's the
It's
Even
problem.
because the most
farming
most of the developers changed. That's why.
even farming simulator beat them on Steam. Never happened in history before.
Yeah, now that
That,
would
that,
be that would be a joke, in the past, but it's actually happened. Like
yeah,
it's
it's a meta
reality
of internet,
today. Yeah, yeah, it's a reality. So uh, I just think that they do. I'm with Coco. I'm with you, Chaos. I think they do need to bring 64
man.
players back and really revitalize the PC community heavy. But I just can't see it because they don't have much of a PC oriented team left. Like they don't have people that will really work on the PC. You know, they need to do away with the brown and before they bring back the brown and yellow tint colors to try to make it look like an old World War II film. I'm telling you all right now, if you all do bring back this World War II Call of Duty, please get rid of that. I know this is you're trying to simulate the old look of the films and all that type of stuff, but get rid of that. You don't need that. This is why I like the approach Battlefield 1 took. They didn't come in with all these drab colors or whatever like that. Like people didn't like the colors on Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4. That's why they was making these tools and that
Yeah,
that
people
EA
got
didn't
banned, right?
like to do what? What happened?
People got banned because they created some colors to make it more realistic.
They created a
First,
tool
we
to
have
change to remove the ugly coloring of it and bring it back to like full, because that color, I understand that's the developer's vision of the game, but I think the gamers themselves, they're not really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should really pay more attention to what the gamers want. And I think in Battlefield 1 they made the right choice. Instead of making Battlefield 1 some black and white shit or like totally like over desaturated or whatever like that, they came with actual color. Because I think people back in the day didn't see everything in black and white throughout their eyes, through their eyes. I think people seen things in color back in those days. So let's see things in color. Like not goofy color, not not crazy with it or nothing like that, but just proper, which I think Battlefield One is. So that's what I would like to see out of the next Call of. If Call of Duty goes to World War II, they have to just bring proper color. Nobody wants those film tints. The yellow and brown makes Taj sick, and he can't stare at the screen long enough. That seems to be. I ain't gonna say it's unique to him because he said other people have those issues with World at War. So I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. But that's PDElite Gaming. Make sure you all do the usual: like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to the channel. And we'll be back at y'all with more later on. This is PDE Coco Mob. This is PDE Chaos Theory. And
Yeah.
that's that boy Kersey. I don't know what he is. He's something, but he weird sometimes. All right, and we out.